1 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headline. Caretaker Prime Minister will outline Pakistan's perspective on a range of issues including Jammu and Kashmir at 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly. A full court of Supreme Court is hearing petitions challenging Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2023. Caretaker Minister for Religious Affairs has made it clear that the desecration of the Holy Quran is unacceptable. In South Africa, at least 20 people were killed in a road accident in northern Limpopo province. And now the news in detail. Caretaker Prime Minister Anwarul Haque Kakar will represent Pakistan at the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly, beginning in New York tomorrow. He will address session of the UN General Assembly on Friday. In his address, the Prime Minister will outline Pakistan's perspective on a range of regional and global issues, including Jammu and Kashmir dispute, which is amongst the long-standing unresolved items on the UN agenda. During his stay, the Prime Minister will hold meetings with global leaders on the sidelines of the session. Anwarul Haque Kakar will also attend an important conference on climate change. U.S. President Joe Biden, as leader of the host country, will be the second speaker tomorrow, the opening day of the annual gathering of world leaders at UN General Assembly in New York. The list of speakers indicates the presence of 145 heads of state and government, 6 vice presidents, 4 deputy prime ministers, and 38 ministers or chiefs of delegations, a total of 196. This year's theme is Rebuilding Trust and Reigniting Global Solidarity. Australian High Commissioner Neil Hawkins called on Caretaker Minister for Finance, Revenue and Economic Affairs, Dr. Shamshad Akhtar, in Islamabad today. During the meeting, they discussed about the matters of bilateral relations, economic cooperation and regional issues of mutual trust. A full court of the Supreme Court, headed by the Chief Justice of Pakistan, Mr. Justice Qazi Faiz Isa, is hearing petitions challenging Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2023. It is the first time in the country's history that the court proceedings are being broadcast live. The Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act states that a 3-member bench comprising the Chief Justice and the 2 senior-most judges of the Apex Court will decide whether or not to take up a suo motu notice. Previously, this was solely the prerogative of the Chief Justice. Caretaker Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony Aneek Ahmed has emphasized that the desecration of the Holy Quran and religious figures is unacceptable. Talking to media in Karachi, he reiterated the government's stance on blasphemy and hate speech and announced to take proactive measures to curb blasphemous content on social media platforms. Aneek Ahmed also highlighted the gravity of attacks on religious scholars, stating that investigation has led authorities closer to identifying the perpetrators, whose names would soon be revealed to the public. The second 4-day IAEA regional training course begins in Islamabad today under the aegis of the International Atomic Energy Agency in collaboration with the Nouri Saints Hospital. Title of this RTC is Palliative Radiotherapy for Brain Metastasis and Locally Advanced Head and Neck Cancers. In South Africa, at least 20 people were killed in a road accident in country's northern Limpopo province near Zimbabwe border. According to local media reports, the accident occurred when a bus carrying mine workers collided with a truck. And that's all from the newsroom. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.